Hey everyone, how we all doing? Okay, so let me start off by saying a massive thank you for everybody who's stuck around. The last couple of days I have been taking some time to catch my breath, and I do want to start by saying if I ever come here and start screaming at my subscribers because of people you used to support or even do support, then that is time for me to hang up my boots and say that is enough internet for me. Because you guys, whether you came early in the conversation or much later, you're still here. And you still want to be here. I do not ever want you guys to feel like what is it? I don't want you guys to feel like that people you support or used to support or don't like to support is going to be used against you. Because what happened a month ago happened a month ago. Who you supported a month ago was a month ago. And that's good with me. So, it's been a rough year. And as I was saying, I took a couple of days to catch my breath. Now that everything is over with. Don't know whether I'll be going into it or not. I haven't decided that yet. But I'm out the other side. It was a long dark tunnel. And we are out the other side. And for that, I am eternally grateful. And for the people who've stuck around while I've been in and out and not sort of putting as much as I should into my channel. But you guys are still here. I am ever so grateful. I am going to be taking a step back from some people I've supported in the past. I'm going to be more cautious about who I support in the future. And this is really confusing. Anyways, I'm just going to be more cautious as we go forward. I have the hospital Tuesday at 6 p.m. to hopefully find out why my leg is numb. I hate hospitals. I'm really not looking forward to it. But needs must. Anyways, what do I want to talk about? Charlotte. Charlotte on the web. Now, 2 years ago, I was a supporter of Charlotte's. I was a member. And she did a lot of anti-KJ stuff. Which she still does because it brings in the views. Over the past 2 years, I know that Charlotte has tried distancing herself from the Katers, but doesn't quite work out for her. And what I mean by that is it doesn't bring in the views. Charlotte has been trying to go over to true crime for 2 years now, but is still in the anti-KJ community. Still talking about Katie on the daily. Talking about things that she's done 3-4 years ago. I could literally go back and pick up the conversation where it left off. But more recently, Charlotte has been talking about Michelle Sabaté. MGL-Michelle goes live. Now, I know that you guys know who Michelle is and that she has mental health issues, serious mental health issues, because she was essayed by her father. She lost a baby to SIDS. She's now been through 3 divorces and her son is behind bars. Now, Charlotte talking about Michelle is ridiculous, to be honest with you, because she is making things up as she goes along. The only thing that Charlotte is talking about or looking at is the clip channels. So Charlotte's getting split moments out of 5 to 7 hour live streams. So she will go on to a clip and she will say, oh, I don't know who Vinny is, but that don't matter. We'll leave that anyway. We only know part of why Michelle is upset with Vinny, or Vinny is upset with Michelle, because she takes that clip, uses that moment, and then moves on to another one. As many of you know, this is really difficult to do when you're reporting on somebody, when you're doing commentary on somebody like Michelle. Many of you are aware that Molly Golightly, or as we like to call her in this channel, Molly Go Trashy, has done everything in her power to push Michelle over the edge. Now, I believe that along with EKC, Charlotte supports Molly Golightly because she is now an anti-Katie. It just becomes a bigger and bigger joke, doesn't it, as it grows. And I'm sure many of you know that the Amber Channel put out a picture of Michelle's 16-year-old daughter. She also accused Michelle of ending the life of her son, the baby that passed from SIDS. Heartbreaking. For anybody to lose a baby and then to be accused of taking that baby's life by people who know little to nothing about you. I agree, Michelle has done some really nasty things to people, but that's going too far. And I know that the Amber Channel have recently brought that up again in a really nasty, derogative way towards Michelle. And it is no wonder Michelle is blowing her top. I don't agree with what she's doing. But two things can be right at the same time. Charlotte says about Michelle's daughter being shown, I don't believe a word Michelle says. Well, Charlotte, maybe doing a bit of research, just a little bit, and you'll find out all the things that was done to Michelle. Michelle isn't the only one in the wrong here. There are numerous people in the wrong here, both for and against Michelle. A lot of people tried helping Michelle. A lot of people. but it just got thrown back in their faces. But I would have thought that Charlotte would know better, considering she's been doing YouTube longer than I have, to get both sides of the story, not just one. You can sit there calling Michelle out until you're blue in the face. But if you're only getting one side of it, then you're doing your subscribers, your members dirty. Come with everything or nothing. It's that simple. The Amber channel had Michelle's ex-husband of 12 years do an interview because she wanted another way to get to Michelle. Can you imagine if someone went to your kids and asked them about their childhood? What kind of parent you were? Maybe your ex-husband. Probably wouldn't be pretty, would it? But this has been happening to Michelle now for quite some time. And she's expected to stay calm, keep it PG. And don't forget to bleep out all the swear words, will you, Charlotte? Because you're just this sweet little old woman who's PG-13 and no, because we know better. We know who you are, Charlotte, and we see the people that you support. So when you're saying that you can't believe a word that comes out of Michelle's mouth, maybe watch more than just a clip channel. Get a little more understanding of what you're talking about first. Because I don't know who done the Tim Trumbull page, but her daughter was shown on there too. They went to Michelle's mother's Facebook page. They looked for her ex-husband. And then they looked for his daughter and put her image out there. Michelle denied that it was her in the beginning. Why? Because she wanted to protect her daughter. Now, I don't know why Michelle used her daughter's name as an escort. And to be honest, I don't want to know. In one clip you show, Michelle is talking about a new channel. I'm just going to put that right here. Because you look completely and utterly bewildered by the idea that she has a new channel. You know that Michelle goes live and Michelle Gives Lessons was banned, but in your stream from 3 nights ago, I believe, you didn't know what Michelle was talking about when she said to Ski Mask Andy about Michelle is always right. Michelle always wins. Well, if you just wrote into the search bar, Michelle always wins. This here would have shown you what she meant by that comment. So, the fact that you would support MGL, Molly Golightly, grosses me out completely. And the fact you do little to no research explains to me why your other videos don't get views. Only your anti-KJs. Because you can go to KJ's channel or Tweet Casey's channel or anybody else's channels with videos on Katie and just watch, do no research, and talk about what you're looking at. Anything that needs research, it's not there. One moment. So the last thing I want to talk about is the Marvin McCray situation. I am aware that police reports have been read. Body cam footage. This situation with Marvin McCray, people need to stop talking about it. Wherever Marvin is right now, whether he is still in a coma, whether he is still with us or no longer with us, I think that the family needs to be left alone to heal. I do not think that anybody, when I say anybody, I say Nonsense, Unirock, Molly, the Amber Channel, Penelope, Katie Joy, anybody, everybody needs to stop talking about it. Dre McCray has been cleared. Letitia never went back to see him, despite raising thousands. His father never went back. But according to them, they had legal documents with an agreement. But everything needs to be left alone now. There are children involved in this who are possibly grieving. We don't know the situation with Marvin McCray, and it's none of our business either. People need to stop saying that Dre McCray is guilty because she's done nothing wrong. Dragging her through the dirt because of video footage of her with police officers on the day is disgusting. I can't imagine where her head was at that point. But enough is enough. Leave the family alone. Leave them to heal whatever the situation is. And the tragedy pimps will just go on to another new case. Another cash cow, as Molly calls them. Anyways, I'm going to leave this here. And I'm hoping to go live either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling after the hospital and the MRI scan. But I will likely put a post in the community page to say how it went. And I shall see you on the next one. Good night all.